The 2023 NBA trade deadline was by far the craziest one we've seen in recent years. And I'm going to be talking about the Houston Rockets and why I think they were the underrated winners of the 2023 NBA trade deadline.
You're my first interview since I got injured, so you're lucky. You're a good journalist.
You can compare your swing, the good one and the bad one, so you can see like the difference.
I'd like to notice that, man.
Yeah,
I love it. Man, I appreciate, you know how good, how glad that makes me feel.
That makes me honest.
So first of all, I would like to give a hats off to General Manager Rafael Stone. It's been a very rough season for the Houston Rockets. Obviously, the worst record in the NBA. They've been playing by far the worst basketball that I think I've seen any NBA franchise play in a very long time. But the fact is that they are still rebuilding, and the problem is that these players just are not developing like we thought. And obviously some of that has to do with coaching, and some of that is Rafael Stone's problem. But one thing I would like to point out that Rafael Stone has done a great job in terms of setting up draft picks and setting up this team in terms of success for the future from a general manager standpoint and from basically a picks standpoint. The Rockets got a few more draft picks, and they got rid of some players that were hindering and we're taking up minutes of some of the younger guys that we would like to try and develop here in Houston, where that's KJ Martin or Tari Eason. We're going to get into that a bit more, but it's going to pave the way for the younger guys to get more minutes and shipping off the vets out of here. There are some benefits having vets, but at the same time, you like to see development, and that's something that has been missing from this Rockets team that you would want to see in the second year with Jalen Green and Alperen Sengun leading the way. But first of all, I'd like to give a shout out to Eric Gordon, who was traded last week from the Houston Rockets to the LA Clippers back home to where he was originally playing. And Eric Gordon, the longtime veteran Houston Rocket, he was finally traded after speculation in 2022. 2023 trade deadline, he moves on. The Rockets got back the Clippers first round pick, and they can swap it with the Bucks, which is really why this trade went down. The Rockets also ended up getting Danny Green, who they ended up waiving, which I think was a mistake. They did a buyout with him, but I think moving up in the draft, maybe 10 spots potentially, with this pick swap is going to be good for this team. Getting, another first round pick up higher in the draft is going to be really, really good. But Eric Gordon had a lot of great contributions to the team, whether, from the great years of 2015 to 2020, winning the three-point contest, sixth man of the year, just being so clutch in general. If you guys remember that, in the NBA Western Conference Finals in 2018, had the clutch game-winning three-pointer in Game 5 against the Warriors, and that looked like the Houston Rockets are going to go back to the finals and win it. Unfortunately, with Chris Paul, the hamstring away, or whatever it was. Gordon had a lot of big memories here in Houston to turning LeBron around completely last year. He'll be missed, did a lot of great work, had a chance to meet EG. Was one of my favorite players here in Houston, so dude was really, really nice. You can go check out my interview with Eric Gordon as well on my channel. I'm going to miss him, but, it was for the best. We needed him to move on so he can benefit our younger players and get that draft pick from the Clippers. But, I talked about it. Danny Green was part of that three-way trade with Memphis. I hated this move by the Rockets. They should have kept Danny Green. He would have been vital. Championship winner with the Raptors, with the Spurs. It would have been great to have him here. Unfortunately, they moved on from him. John Wall was part of that deal as well. I'm happy that the Rockets traded for him and then dumped him on the street, because that's what he deserves, honestly. The way he talked trash about the organization after that and the players, I do not want John Wall on the team, so good job there. And the Rockets did trade Garrison Matthews and Bruno Fernando, who are taking up space for Frank Kaminsky and Justin Holiday. Bruno Fernando was taking up space for, I think, Usman Garuba and potentially even Alperen Sengun. And I think Garrison Matthews, obviously, I think Kaminsky's the veteran here. He's been in the league a little bit longer. You want to see those guys on the team, but I just think it paves ways more for the younger guys to get more minutes, really, and just trying to up your position in the draft, because in the trade for Matthews and Fernando, you get those 2 second-round picks as well, which is going to be big for the team. You gain 2 more picks plus a higher first-rounder, plus you get rid of Eric Gordon and Matthews and Fernando paving the way for the younger players. You talk about Tari Eason, who's been really, really good this season for the Rockets. He's going to get way more minutes off the bench, 9 points per game, 44% overall, 35% from three, 6 rebounds, but he's been really taking it to another level these past few games. KJ Martin is now going to be the starting small forward for the Houston Rockets in the lineup with Eric Gordon. Traded KJ 12 points per game, 57% from the field, 34% from three with 6 rebounds. He's going to be in the slam dunk contest. He's done a lot of dunks recently. Usman Garuba from Spain hardly got any playing time. I would think he'd get more now with Fernando out, and Josh Christopher, I want to see him play more. I love that. Love what he brings to the Rockets shake-up. Really good offensively for his age. Want to see him more now with Harrison Matthews out, because he killed it in the G League. So it's just about getting the younger guys more minutes. And, I just think at the end of the day, the next move that the Rockets need to make is to let go Stephen Silas. I think very highly of Stephen Silas, the person, the guy, the mentor. I think he's good at all that. Really great person, really nice guy. But coaching-wise, in terms of, building this team up to where they can get the experience that they need and play together better, build up that chemistry, it's just not there with Stephen Silas. But I'm going to give credit to Rafael Stone, made the moves that were needed, trading EG, drafting, getting some good picks, moving higher in the draft in the first round, getting 2 second-round picks. Those are good moves that are going to be underrated, obviously, because of how bad the Rockets have been playing, but those are some solid moves right there that I think might benefit the organization in the future. It's going to be a long, long road ahead with the team tanking, so we'll see, but I'm always supporting the Rockets, so go Rockets. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one.